So, if you're just turning up to the gym and deciding what to train when you walk through the door, you're probably making progress a lot slower than you need to. Hey guys, it's Cam, welcome back to another video. And trust me, I get it. When I started training, I'd walk in thinking I'd just do whatever I felt like today. Usually that meant training chest because it was my favourite, and skipping legs because I wasn't in the mood. And hoping everything would just somehow balance itself out. But it didn't. The problem is your body doesn't grow because you work hard once, it grows because you consistently give it the right amount of training over weeks and months. So let me show you how to actually structure your training week. So the first thing to understand is this. Random training creates random results. Straight up. That doesn't mean every workout has to be perfect or that you need some incredibly complicated spreadsheet with percentages and RPEs. Most people simply need a plan that gives every muscle enough tension that allows them to recover properly. And it actually fits around their lifestyle. There are three main training splits that I recommend to almost everyone, and each one has its own strengths depending on how many days you can realistically train. So number one, we've got push-pull legs. So let's start with the one you've probably heard of before, or PPL. On your push day, you'll train chest, shoulders and triceps. On your pull day, you'll train your back, rear delts and biceps. And then on your legs, you have dedicated leg day for quads, hamstrings, glutes and your calves and abductors as well. It's popular because it makes sense. Muscles that naturally work together are trained together. So recovery is straightforward and each workout has a clear focus. Where push-pull legs really shines is if you're training 5 or 6 days per week. That means you're able to repeat the split and hit every muscle group twice every 7 days, which is amazing. So for example, if you do Monday, push, Tuesday, pull, Wednesday, legs, Thursday can be your rest day, and then if you do push on Friday, pull on Saturday, and legs on Sunday. Example of a good push-pull leg split here, and if you've got the time to recover well, it's a fantastic option. The downside is when people copy the split but only train 3 days a week. Now, your chest, back and legs are only being trained once every 7 days. For most natural lifters, that's usually leaving progress on the table because muscles generally respond better when they're trained a little bit more frequently than just once a week. So next up we have upper lower, which is probably one of my favourites. You know, it's my favourite split for most people. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's just an upper day and a lower day. You know, one day is upper body, the next is lower body, self-explanatory. And then you just simply repeat it. If you train 4 days each week, it could still look something like this. Upper, lower, rest, upper, lower. That's it. So it's so amazing. I can't say how good it is. So what I like about this split is it's incredibly balanced. Now, every muscle gets trained twice a week, which obviously is really good for muscle growth. You have enough time to recover before training again, which is paramount. You know, each session isn't ridiculously long either, which is really good if you're stuck for time, and it's flexible. So if you miss one workout, it's much easier to rearrange your week without throwing your entire program off compared to push-pull legs. Whether your goal is building muscle, getting a bit stronger, or just doing a bit of both, upper lower is really hard to beat. So then we probably have the one that's best for beginners, it's a full body split. And honestly, I think this one is massively underrated. I've been there, I've done it myself. And a lot of people hear full body and immediately think it's just only for beginners, which it is for beginners, but that's not true at all. You know, a well-designed full body program can be incredibly effective for intermediate or advanced lifters. Instead of trying to destroy one muscle group in a single session, you spread your week training across 3 workouts. So every workout includes some form of upper body push, upper body pull, and lower body movement, and maybe a small amount of accessory work. That means every major muscle group gets stimulated multiple times each week, and if you're only able to train 3 days because of work, family, or just life in general, I'd much rather see you follow 3 quality full body sessions than 6 random workouts with no structure. Consistency will always beat perfection. So which split should you choose? Honestly, don't pick the program that looks coolest on social media because I've been there, it just doesn't work. Pick the one that you'll actually stick to. If you can genuinely train 6 days every single week, push-pull legs is probably a great option. If you're training maybe 4 days, I'd recommend upper lower, just it fits it a lot better. And if you've only got 3 days, you know, full body is probably your best choice. So remember, the best program isn't the one with the fanciest exercises or the fanciest supplements, etc., nutrition. It's the one you can consistently follow for months, progressively get stronger on, and recover from properly. Because that's what actually builds muscle and strength. So I'm curious which training split are you using at the moment and how many days a week do you actually get to the gym? Drop it in the comments, and if you're not sure whether your current program is the right fit, then let me know and I might be able to point you in the right direction. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this useful. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one.